He's an 8-time Ballon d'Or winner, the greatest footballer of his generation, and possibly the greatest of all time. He has scored over 800 career goals, and his dribbling, vision, and passing are unparalleled. This is the career retrospective of Lionel Messi, his journey from a young boy with a growth hormone deficiency to the legend who led Argentina to World Cup glory. Messi's humble beginnings and the miracle in Rosario. Lionel Messi's journey to greatness began in the small city of Rosario, Argentina. Born on June 24, 1987, Messi came into the world with immense natural talent, but also with a significant challenge that would nearly derail his career before it even started. At just 11 years old, Messi was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency, a condition that stunted his physical growth. While his peers grew taller, Messi remained small and slight, and his doctors advised his family to seek expensive treatment that they simply couldn't afford. But fate had a different plan. In a twist of destiny, Messi was spotted by a local coach named Carles Rexach, Barcelona's sporting director, who was captivated by the young boy's incredible skill. Rexach, understanding the rare potential in Messi, offered to cover the cost of his medical treatments if he moved to Spain to join Barcelona's famed La Masia Youth Academy. With the decision made, Messi and his family moved to Barcelona, where the treatment began, and the rest, as they say, is history. Despite the odds, Messi's talent shone through. The little boy who was once too small to play at his best was now training alongside some of the best young talents in Spain. It wasn't just a new home for Messi, it was a chance to fulfill his destiny. What followed was a tale of relentless hard work, overcoming adversity, and the rise of a player who would go on to change football forever. Messis Breakthrough, from La Masia to the world stage. As Messi continued to grow and develop at La Masia, Barcelona's youth academy, it quickly became clear that he was no ordinary talent. His dribbling skills were mesmerizing, his vision on the ball was unmatched, and his ability to score goals, despite his size, was extraordinary. However, the path to the first team was not easy. Messi's breakthrough came in 2004, when he made his debut for Barcelona's senior team at just 17 years old. In the early stages of his career, Messi had to prove himself against not only top-tier defenders, but also the weight of high expectations. He was still a teenager, and the transition from youth football to the senior level was a massive leap. Yet, he showed an incredible maturity beyond his years. His performances in training caught the eye of Frank Rijkaard, the Barcelona manager at the time, who trusted Messi to perform in crucial games. Messi's debut goal came in 2005 in a game against Albacete. It was a moment of pure magic. A subtle finish off an assist from Ronaldinho, and in that moment, Messi's legacy started to take shape. The world was watching, and Messi was ready. His dribbling, which seemed like a fluid dance with the ball, and his ability to find the back of the net quickly made him one of Barcelona's most exciting players. But this was just the beginning. Messi was about to become a key figure in one of the most successful eras in the club's history. The 2009 revolution and the rise of the best. In 2009, Barcelona underwent a radical transformation under new manager Pep Guardiola, and Lionel Messi was at the heart of it. Guardiola, a visionary tactician, implemented a style of football that would become legendary: tiki-taka, a possession-based, fluid, attacking system. But it wasn't just the system that revolutionized Barcelona, it was Messi's unique role within it. Guardiola recognized Messi's potential as not just a winger, but as a central figure in the attack. Messi, who had been used as a wide forward in previous seasons, was now playing a more central role, roaming freely and taking up positions wherever he could exploit defenses. He was no longer just a goal scorer. He was orchestrating attacks, creating opportunities, and constantly pulling defenders out of position with his movement and vision. In that season, Messi exploded into full force. He scored an astonishing 38 goals in La Liga, and Barcelona won a historic 6 trophies in 1 year, an achievement unmatched in the sport. Messi's dribbling was at its peak, his vision sharper than ever, and his finishing ruthless. He wasn't just a player, he was Barcelona's beating heart. By the end of the season, Messi had solidified his place as the best player in the world, winning his first Ballon d'Or, an award that would come to define his career. As Barcelona triumphed across Europe, dominating the Champions League and sweeping through domestic competitions, Messi had become a global superstar. His combination of speed, skill, and intelligence on the ball made him impossible to defend against. The era of Messi had officially begun, and it was only going to get better from here. World Cup heartbreaks and the quest for glory. Despite dominating at the club level, Messi's journey with the Argentina national team was far less straightforward. Argentina, a nation with a rich footballing history, had a massive burden placed on Messi's shoulders from a young age. The expectations were enormous, especially as Argentina's hopes for international glory often rested on his shoulders. Yet, the success Messi had in Barcelona didn't immediately translate to international titles. In 2006, Messi made his debut in the World Cup at just 18 years old. He was young, talented, and full of promise, but his role in the team was limited. Argentina had a strong squad, but they fell short, losing to Germany in the quarterfinals. Messi's heartbreak would only grow as the years passed. The next major heartbreak came in 2014, when Argentina made it to the World Cup final in Brazil. Messi's chance to finally bring home the one trophy that had eluded him. In that final against Germany, Argentina fought valiantly, but it was Germany who triumphed in extra time with a single goal. Messi was left devastated. He had carried the team through the tournament with brilliant performances, but in the end, the elusive World Cup remained out of reach. After the loss, there were rumors of Messi contemplating retirement from international football, feeling the weight of the nation's hopes crushing him. But instead of retreating, Messi returned with more determination. The question was no longer just about Messi's greatness at the club level. It became about his legacy as an international player. Would he ever get that chance to lift a trophy with Argentina, or would he remain forever linked with the what could have been narratives? This looming question followed Messi for the next few years. 2014 to 2021, a new era for Argentina. After the heartbreak of the 2014 World Cup, where Messi came agonizingly close to securing his place as one of the greatest players in history, something began to shift in his relationship with Argentina. Despite the critics and doubters who continued to question his ability to perform on the international stage, Messi remained committed to his country. The pursuit of glory for Argentina was never far from his mind, and his resilience in the face of constant pressure spoke volumes about his character. In 2015, Argentina reached another major final, the Copa America final against Chile. Once again, Messi found himself on the losing side after a penalty shootout. It was another crushing defeat, but this time, something different happened. Messi, after a period of contemplation, announced that he would retire from international football. It was a shocking decision, and the footballing world collectively held its breath. But Messi's passion for Argentina couldn't be extinguished. Less than a month later, he reversed his decision and returned to the national team. The years following 2014 were filled with near misses and close calls, but Messi never gave up. His dedication was unwavering, and his performances for Argentina only grew more impressive. His leadership on the field began to shine brighter, and his ability to inspire his teammates became evident. Messi was no longer just the young, quiet talent. He had become a true leader of his national team, the face of Argentina's footballing dreams. It was in 2021, at long last, that Messi and Argentina's national team would experience redemption. After years of near misses, Messi finally led Argentina to Copa America victory. It was the first major international trophy for Argentina in 28 years. Messi, who had been the heart and soul of the tournament, was named the tournament's best player. His joy was palpable, not just for himself, but for an entire nation that had suffered through years of disappointment. Winning the Copa America not only silenced the doubters, but solidified Messi's legacy as an all-time great, capable of winning both at the club and international levels. The victory gave Messi the one title that had eluded him, and it was a crowning moment in his career, one that solidified his place in history. Messi's legacy, the greatest of all time. By the time Messi reached his 30s, his legacy was already sealed in the annals of football history. His incredible dribbling, vision, and ability to score in nearly every possible way made him a living legend. But what set Messi apart wasn't just his ability to entertain, it was his consistency and his drive to improve year after year. In a world where players often fade as they age, Messi kept evolving, constantly refining his game and achieving new heights. Over the course of his career, Messi shattered records. He became the all-time top scorer in La Liga and broke numerous other milestones, including becoming the first player in history to score 100 goals in European competitions. His ability to influence every game, whether by scoring, assisting, or controlling the tempo, made him a central figure in every match he played. But despite all his success, there was always the question, could Messi be considered the greatest of all time, or was he just the best of his era? The comparisons to other greats like Pelé, Diego Maradona, and Cristiano Ronaldo loomed large. Messi's critics often pointed to his lack of international success until 2021, questioning whether he could be crowned the greatest when so many others had won World Cups. Yet, Messi's domestic and individual achievements were unparalleled. His style of play, his humble nature, and his relentless pursuit of greatness in every aspect of the game made him stand out. Messi wasn't just the best player on the field, he was the embodiment of football itself. His mastery of the ball, his capacity to create moments of pure magic, and his uncanny ability to make the impossible seem routine made him a unique talent. He was a player who didn't just dominate games but redefined how football could be played. His journey had already cemented him as a footballing legend, but the question still remained, could he be the greatest to ever play the game? The end of an era, a new chapter in Paris. In 2021, after 21 years with Barcelona, Messi's time at the club came to an emotional end. Due to Barcelona's financial crisis, they were unable to renew his contract, despite both sides wanting to continue. Messi was a free agent for the first time in his career. Within days, Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, secured his signature, marking the end of an era at Barcelona and the start of a new chapter. At PSG, Messi joined an elite squad featuring Neymar and Kylian Mbappe, but the expectations were high. Could the 34-year-old Messi continue to dominate in a new league? The transition to PSG wasn't without its challenges. Messi struggled at times to adjust to the team, and his performances weren't at the level fans had come to expect. However, his dribbling, vision, and leadership still proved invaluable to the team. Although the Champions League wasn't immediately secured, Messi's presence was a reminder that, even in his later years, he remained one of the best. The World Cup to complete the legacy. In 2022, Lionel Messi achieved the ultimate footballing milestone. He led Argentina to their third World Cup victory in Qatar, finally securing the one title that had eluded him for so long. Messi's performances throughout the tournament were nothing short of extraordinary. His leadership, vision, and incredible skill were evident as he carried Argentina to the final. The World Cup final against France became an instant classic. In a thrilling 3-3 draw, Messi scored twice, including a penalty in the shootout, which helped seal Argentina's victory. The final cemented his legacy as one of the greatest players of all time. Messi was named the tournament's best player, proving that his brilliance transcended age. At 35, he had conquered the final frontier of international football. This victory silenced the critics who had questioned his ability to win a World Cup and solidified his place among the all-time greats.